I have a new walkthrough. Hey guys, Squdge here. Welcome back to another Squdge craft video. I have another album walkthrough for you today. So, I have just finished this beauty, absolute beauty. We used two papers. So, Secrets, Gothic Stories. You can see a clip of the papers there. This is a ITD collection paper. 10 pages. 200 grams, and then we also used the Secrets Gothic Stories 2, same company. These are like the patterns and solids you would get from, say, oh my gosh, brain, any other craft store. I'll put the name of who I'm thinking of when I remember. Yeah, so we had like a patterns and solids and then the design paper. I got these papers from Crafty Wizard. I will add my code down below where you can get a discount if you click on my code and purchase any papers there. They do a wide range of papers. They're absolutely brilliant. So here is the front cover, tied with red and blue ribbon. The spine is this beautiful angel piece, and then this is the back. Okay. Created these doors on my Cricut and just used some little Tim Holtz pieces. These doors actually open, and you do have room to add smaller photos in on here. So you could add your 4x3s, will fit on here. Trim down a 4x6 and add it on. The 3x5 will fit, and then you've got this gorgeous thing. Now, my aim for this paper, because it's so pretty, is that we will only be sticking photos in the assigned areas or on the patterns papers, because I wanted to keep these images beautiful, as I hope you'll see throughout. So let's open up our closure. These ribbons are completely independent, they're not stuck together, so you can use them how you like. Okay, so we open up. Front cover has this corset page. Bottom down here says Carpe Diem. We have a beautiful red ribbon corset page. I have this large tag with the graveyard scene on it, and it will hold a 5x7 on the back, or smaller photos obviously. And then these two images from the paper, just look at them, so pretty, that you can do journaling on the back or add your photos. You know, if you trim down a 4x6, that will fit on there. You've got your 4x4s, fit on both, you know. And then they tuck behind there. There is room for other things in there if you want to. Okay, page 1, we've got this little wax seal that we created, blue flower and some binoculars. I thought went well with the castle on the hill. Open up the lace. This opens up our page. You have a large page here, will hold a 5x7 or smaller. So if you've got 4x6s, you could fit 1 and 1 trimmed down. You've also got space here for smaller photos. We've then got 2 tags, 1 large and 1 small. You could do journaling, or you could add your trimmed down photos to the backs of them. Totally up to you. Little one goes in the front. Large one goes in the back. Again, you can put pictures on the front here. I just was planning not to. As I made this, my design was that we wouldn't cover the images. Each page has a large tag in the top, which again will take a 5x7 front and back, or of course you can collage smaller photos on there. This just tucks into the top of the page. Page 2. We have this freaky face in the woods. I love this. Bottom says in the grip of fear. All these words came with the papers. Now these all spin around for you to secure your photos in. So you can put in this one a 4x6 photo that is completely hidden. And in this smaller one, if you cut the corner off, you can get a 4x3, or you can go smaller. And then only when you spin do you notice, aha, there are pictures buried inside this page. Next page we have these sections which will take your 4x6 picture. So for example, on the front it will look like your image is looking out of a window. Same with this one. And then if you put it in the back, it looks like it's in a photo frame. Same as this one. This piece comes out so you can just stick your 2 photos to it and then slot it back inside the acetate windows. In order to preserve our background, we created a tuck spot using the lady. We have another one of those gorgeous images where you can stick up to a 5x7 on the back. 4x6 will sit in there beautifully with a border. You could tuck loose photos in there as well, totally up to you. Another large tag in the top. Centre page, I made twin pages again. Now I love this music paper, but in order to add additional photos you can add a photo to the front here, chuck it just inside the lace for example. There you go. You can even get a 5x7 on there. So that's totally up to you. Once we open this, my design while creating this was use your photos on this green section because it's the decoration paper, so you can fit a 3x4 and a 3x5, so just trim down your 4x6s. You've also then in the pockets got these where you can fit a 3x5, and in this one pretty much the whole of a 4x6. And then this isn't actually a pocket, it opens up to reveal this entire page, this London scene, which I couldn't cut down. So basically I created the page around the image. I cut it to the size it would be for the page width and then added the right sizings of flaps. This just says Old London. And then you don't need to cover this design at all because you'll have pictures here and pictures on those. Okay, this side is exactly the same design, just with a different page. So again, you can put your smaller photos here. You've then got the same sized tags. So that will take a trimmed down 4x6. This will take pretty much all of a 4x6. And again, this isn't a pocket, it is this amazing Nevermore quote. Beautiful, beautiful piece. These just tuck back in as if it was a pocket. Another tag in the top. Okay, next page. It says Penny Dreadful down at the bottom. We've got our 1 penny. Penny Dreadfuls were newspapers in old London where you would pay a penny to read horror stories effectively. So you've got this gorgeous image that lifts up. If I was creating this for me, I would put a large picture there and a small picture here and not lose any of this design, because once that's closed you won't see either. But again, totally up to whoever buys this, how they want to use it. Close it then with this wrap around and you just tuck the key under there. Okay, next page. This one has a pocket, so it says Memento Mori at the top. Gorgeous image. In the pocket is a small tag where you could do dedication or talk about what photos this contains, and a little cameo page. They slot into that little pocket here. And then each one of these will hold your 3x5 or your 4x6. The coloured paper is exactly 4x6. So if you wanted to, you could trim it down to 3x5, for example, to get a border. But this will hold plenty of photos, and then you've got a large area at the back where you can do a 5x7, or of course you could collage some smaller photos. Entirely up to you. In total, this album will hold around 50 photos. Okay, last page. It says the witching hour. You've got space here for a small photo. So if you had like a Polaroid, you could trim down a smidgen. It would fit nicely in there. And then this slides to the side, and these beautiful images that I love flip up. Each one of these will take a 3x5, so you can trim down your 4x6s to fit. And then here you have space for a 4x6, which will then be hidden when you fold these down. So you don't even really need to stick that in if you don't want to. You could just have it loose. Totally up to you. That is held in the centre there with magnets. Back page is a large tea pocket, and we've got the other half of that amazing graveyard paper, which will hold a 5x7. And then we've got the other half of that piece on the back cover that I just thought was so beautiful, where you could do a couple of smaller photos. Some of these tags have keys on, the large ones don't. These ones tucked inside here do, this one does. Yeah, so it will hold approximately 50 photos. There's plenty of room, as you can see, to expand. I mean, that's the pages. There's so much room in here to expand those pages out with photos if you need them. I was thinking something like, you know, in London they do like Jack the Ripper tours, they do like Victorian London tours, they do, you know, things like that would be beautiful if you had a Victorian themed Halloween party or birthday party. If someone has just, you know, completed a history qualification, for example, this might be something nice to give them. There are plenty of ways to use this, and that's what I love about it. It doesn't have to be used for photos. You could use it for memorabilia. It's totally up to you. I absolutely love this. It is available, as I said. It will be up on my Ko-Fi very soon. Yeah, that's about it. Let me know what you think. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up and consider subscribing. It's absolutely free to do. You can change your mind later, and it really, really helps me. Yeah, as always, if you'd like to see me make any albums live, pop over to Twitch. The link is in the description. And yeah, I will see you on the next one. Keep crafting. Bye.